What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Just Geeking Out. On Sundays, we're talking geek. I'm Lawrence St. Victor. This is my cousin Christopher
What
St.
up? What
Victor.
up?
We just jump in, man. But before we jump in, notification bell, like, subscribe, getting them comments. But here we talk about geeky news, or this week the lack thereof. There's not much. There's a lot.
Nah.
There's big stuff, but not a lot.
Yeah. We got a couple good trailers, couple good. So prior to little it behind the scenes of just geeking out, talking geek. Um, Lawrence will say, "Hey, this is what we want to talk about. Check this out." So we're going to talk about the boys trailer. I have a leak and a spoiler about that trailer, and I don't know if I should talk about it, but
A leak
it
and a
looks
spoiler.
it looked like it was proved true. So
Would it have been a spoiler prior to the trailer?
it's a,
Or it's
it's
a
a
spoiler
spo-
now?
so no so it was a s- so it was released on this. There's a subreddit called like leaks and rumors, and this was released and people were doubting the authenticity of it, and then the trailer dropped, and then we're like, no, this is real, and it's a spoiler for the series. So I
Do I
don't
want
know.
to know?
I don't know,
Does,
man.
does it ruin it for you or does it make it more?
I mean, it's inevitable, but it's probably the final scene of the series.
Oh, fine. I won't let you suffer alone. For those of you who don't want to know, we're jumping into the rumor report.
Right.
So if y'all don't want to know rumors or spoilers, just jump out and come back in like 5 minutes. All right, Chris, what you got?
Okay. So at the end of this trailer for the boys, you see Homelander sitting in the Oval Office. In this leaked picture, it shows a dead Homelander in a decimated Oval Office.
No, is it leaked image?
Leaked image.
Now with AI, you just never know what you're looking at.
But this came out before the trailer dropped.
Well, that is a bit of a spoiler. I think we're all assuming one or two things happen. Homelander dies,
Yep.
or he doesn't die, and the series kind of ends in this the bad guys won, too late, you suck. Which it could.
I mean, it's the boys.
Right.
So it definitely could, but the way that looks, like I think this is how we're gonna end it. Because I think the way the trailer was set up, it sets up where even the people who were on Homelander's side aren't on Homelander's side anymore. He's on some next level, like
Become immortal.
demi.
I guess we're going to get into the trailer. I mean,
I mean, we
usually I
might we
ask you,
might
how
as
was your week?
well.
But let's just get
We'll get
into it.
we'll get back to our weeks, but let's just talk about this because this is one of the first time. Usually, because we usually don't talk about leaks and rumors here, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
sometimes it's a futile effort because you never really trust it. But when I saw this picture and then the trailer dropped, I'm like,
Well, that's not the
this is
picture. I'm just putting it up because we're
no,
talking about the trailer. But yeah,
yeah,
with him sitting in the Oval Office.
yeah, man.
Well, for me, Homelander living or dying isn't like a spoiler or not. It's what the fate of the world as that happens. We pretty much know Homelander's pretty much has to die, or they do some crazy ending, and Butcher has to die. Like we kind of know, like we're pretty
Yeah,
sure those two guys have to die. Now,
yeah,
what
we do.
happens to the rest of the boys? What happens to Homelander's son? What happens to the superhero population in general? That's the question.
I have my prediction right now.
Well,
Here's my
oh,
prediction.
etc. What's going on, man? We
What
talking
up,
about the
man?
boys trailer.
Here's my prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Homelander's gonna die. Obviously, Butcher's gonna die. The son who was supposed to be like this, they're in the battle. Butcher and Homelander are in the battle for the son's soul, essentially, right? The son's like state. I think the Sun is going to go to the Homelander side, and the Sun is going to pick up the mantle where Homelander left off, and he's going to be the one to subjugate everyone. Now, this is
And
not based on
well,
anything.
that's
This is
just
just
because
this.
that's what you would do.
That is what I would do.
Yeah, we already have a pretty good idea on what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess that's the thing. Like you said, we know Butcher and Homelander are going to die. But what happens to the
Right.
Sun? And your theory is the Sun pretty much takes over Homelander's position. But question is this: when you watch, did you finish watching Gen V?
Mm-mm. I am now. So
It
after this
doesn't
drop,
spoil anything, but even based off this trailer, there is a poison, a thing that can kill
right,
soups.
right. Well,
That's
that
kind of
was
their
the
only shot.
well, that was last season, right? That was introduced last season. The
But I think
virus.
it was introduced in season one of Gen V, I think.
Yes,
And then we
yes.
saw it last season in The Boys. And then Homegirl from Gen V is going to be in this season, who is probably the most powerful soup. Because as long as you have blood in you,
She can control you.
and if you watch Gen V, you will see the extent of her blood powers is beyond just popping heads. Like she can do some stuff.
Hey,
Like on some like she's a blood Magneto.
that's kind of cool. She is cool. She's a dope character. I like, I like Gen V. I think when it dropped,
Too much
when the
time.
yeah, it's too much time. And that's the problem is between these seasons, and we've talked about and this is not just uh
What if
or
they kill off the Sun and it's where Homelander and Butcher go at it and kill it? I mean, I think they're gonna go out and kill each other off, any with or without the Sun. But if they kill the Sun, I don't think it does much for Homelander because if he's trying to be immortal, whether he has an heir or not, he doesn't look at legacy the same way if he achieves his goal of becoming immortal.
I don't see the Sun's death being. And we know Butcher's not going to kill the Sun because Butcher loves the Sun, and I think as twisted as Homelander is, he loves the boy too. You
But if the
know,
boy gets killed in the middle, not because they
well,
try to kill him, I
I
don't think it
hope that
changes. I don't think it changes their goal
I hope that doesn't happen because that was the fate of the boy's mother, and I don't want to see that. Yeah,
because
that's true,
Homelander and
DC.
Butcher.
And hope we blame
But
each
that,
other.
but I
They
think
already
that
hate each other. I
they're
don't
gonna,
need another
yeah.
reason for them to hate each other. I want to see the Sun step up and become like and subjugate the world. That's what I want to see.
I want the opposite. I want the Sun to step up and become what they wished Homelander would have been, which is Superman. What's wrong with you, Chris?
I don't want a happy end. Look, all we get is happy ending. I don't want to have this show. I don't want this show to have a happy ending. I
I
want
think
this.
we can. You don't. I think we can have a happy ending, and it's still not a happy ending because there's gonna be casualties.
Right.
Even if the Sun saves the day and becomes the world's hero, you're still looking at most of the boys are probably dead. Half of our population's probably gone.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not going to be happy. Butcher, is dead.
Well, Butcher's already dying. Butcher's knocking on death's door already, and he's pumping
So
himself full of V.
I guess it really comes down to because the boys is also a metaphor for America and our politics, and I mean not even it's like on the nose.
Well, I mean that last season with Stormfront, it wasn't even like
Oh geez.
yeah, it was very, very, very direct, very on the nose versus more of like an allegory where it kind of alluded to things and there was symbolism. This. It was just very like
In your face.
yeah, yeah, very
Um
much so.
so yeah, I guess the sun will represent like America in a way, in its innocence, depending on with all these, you know, narratives and oppressors and suppressors and liberators, we see at the end of the day where the sun will fall. The sun may kind of represents that innocent
I
part
think the
of
sun. I think the sun represents kind of all of us. Like we can go, you
either
know,
way.
either way, and then I want him to. I
I have
want us.
hope. I don't want the
Go ahead,
sun to
go ahead.
become evil, but I mean, it just depends on what
But
they want to say about what they want to say with it.
is it evil though if he's doing what's in the best interest of the world and is subjugating the
That's,
world is in the best interest of the world? Is that really evil?
subjugating the world is not the best interest of the world.
I'm just saying.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah, you know who's
because
people who
ooh,
say that don't have absolute power. I think once you have absolute power, you're who's to say you're corrupt?
that's why you don't have superpowers.
That's exactly why I don't have
Which
superpower.
cigars? You look like the kingpin right now. You have
Yeah.
no business. You're a super villain. This is
I,
what it
I
is.
I feel it bubbling underneath me.
I know. I don't know what happened.
I don't
You
know.
had you. We've given you all the tools to be a hero. You just like literally all the tools, all the comics, all the toys. You're Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Um. Well, I think. Do we want a backdoor pilot or potential? You know, they're never gonna just give us a straight up finale. There's always
Uh,
going to be a finale with a. There could be more.
right.
Do you want
And,
maybe there could be more of?
well, you like you talking like the Game of Thrones treatment, where we look at maybe
I
things
don't
from
want
different point of view.
prequels, but
You
like
want
one of their
parallel
yeah.
stories?
Well, or just sequel series. Like one of the original series that was supposed to happen that's not happening was going to be Jon Snow in the Night's Watch. Like what happens after the events.
Right.
Kit Harrington, I don't think wants to do it anymore because he's like, I mean, he might not have liked the last season of Game of Thrones, and he also might have thought like it's not going to get any better. We're just going to be chipping away at the legacy. It
Walking Dead. Walking Dead did that. So Walking Dead, they didn't do like Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead, the first couple seasons was really good actually.
was it
So
was kind of a prequel, sort of
it
like the
it
first days
was
at
it
first.
was, but it was true. It was, but it wasn't like Game of Thrones where it was a prequel. I mean, if you do a prequel 100 years before, you're just going to be regular life. It's not going to be The Walking Dead, but um, I can deal with something like that. Even if we were to do a prequel of The Boys, but like say we focus on the seven, but the seven as they're active. So
I
we're
don't
not jumping like maybe 10 years, 5 years
I
ahead
don't
of the
want a
event.
prequel. You love prequel because we know what's gonna happen. We know where it's gonna end. Give me a sequel series.
Or what about a parallel series?
Well, we kind of have that with Gen V, or had it with Gen V.
We did. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Um, well, I guess it really comes down to how we end this thing, because a part of the trailer is this poison, this kryptonite, whatever they call it, will kill all soups.
Right.
And then there's no soups. I don't think that's gonna happen because you talking Starlight, freaking
The Asian
what's his
chick.
name? A Train is a good guy now. Like
Yeah.
there's good people with powers, but Starlight might be down. They might be
Yeah.
like, we need to go. I don't see A Train being that selfless, but
Nah. Adrian would just run away, be like, all right, peace. I'll see you
but
guys later. You guys deal with
if
this.
if it's like something that he can't outrun it. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very interested to see. I'm very interested to see how it ends.
I'm interested as to how it ends too, but I'm not upset about it ending. I feel like since the first season, we've been building up to this one event, which is taking out Homelander. So they finally do it. I'm okay with it ending the way it ends and then doing something else. But I'm
I
okay
want.
with the boys ending.
I would love a clean Breaking Bad ending.
Yeah.
Like, don't give me Sopranos. Don't give like no, just end. It's over. If you
Yeah.
want to pick it back up later, you can do that. But like, it's
Yeah.
over. Don't give me some ambiguous. Just give us what we want.
Yeah. I don't need to see a fade to black and Homelander and not know what happens.
Oh, like Sopranos.
I
Hate
know.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna talk about Stranger Things. I know you haven't seen it.
No, I have not seen it yet.
That's crazy talk.
I know.
Well, we jumped ahead. How was your geeky week?
Good, good, good. So the Formula One season started this week, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they changed a lot of the rules, a lot of the regulations, and it was really exciting racing. Um, I watched Drive, finished Drive to Survive, and then that's about it. I got some comics. You want to see?
Yeah. Well, before you show me, I started watching Drive Survive again.
Okay,
I just jumped
what
into the.
season you on?
I just jumped into the last season. I
Yeah,
only
yeah,
watched the first 10 minutes of it because I was tired and didn't want to fall asleep. But it's kind of weird to jump in like the last season and go like, "You're driving for Ferrari now?
yep,
You
yep.
left Mercedes. What's his name?
Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Ham." I'm like, what? And
Spoiler
why?
alert.
They just bounce around like the top three are the top three.
Yeah, but Ferrari's the most prestigious. I think he felt that with Mercedes, he was getting a little stagnant. The car wasn't performing, and I think he's getting older too. He's getting slower. But this last race, they they were 3 and 4. Leclerc was
Is
third.
Ferrari's car that much more superior than Mercedes?
Nah, Ferrari's car is Ferrari is weird. Ferrari's a weird team because Ferrari makes a lot of weird mistakes and they make a lot of weird choices that cost them the thing, and then they have a lot of uh like technical problems. But this season they're looking fast, man. It was the results were 1-2 was Mercedes was 1-2, Russell was in front, and Antonelli was second, and then three was Leclerc, fourth was Hamilton, and then fifth was Norris, and sixth was Verstappen. But Verstappen's came from 20th place because he crashed
What,
in qualifying.
who was Verstappen drive for now?
Red Bull, he's still Red Bull. He didn't leave.
Okay, I'm about to say,
So
like, is Red Bull still in the game?
yeah, so they dropped out. So Yuki Tsunoda got bounced. Who was the so first it was Liam Lawson, and then they did the switch mid-season, and they put Liam Lawson back on Racing Bulls, which is like the junior team. Moved Yuki up. Yuki didn't perform. They bounced Yuki out, and Isaac Hadger, who was the other
He went
racer
back to the
for
JV, or he's out
yeah,
out.
pretty much JV. No, Yuki is a reserve driver, so that's one step in being he's reserved. That's it.
Are the coach is the coach the same?
Nope. So Christian's gone. Um, there's a new dude there. He turned it around at the end of the season. I mean, the
Christian wasn't
Verstappen
bad in the first two like what from what I was watching. Red Bull was like,
he built a dynasty with Red Bull, but Verstappen and his father didn't like him, and the Verstappens are very very powerful in F1, and they weren't happy with him, and what they say goes, and he's out. So there's rumors that he's going to come back with another team. I mean, any team would be, lucky to have him
well,
managing.
almost
So,
there's so many lower tier teams in the top like
oh yeah,
seven that would,
yeah.
if he wants to.
I mean, I would like to see him
I
jump
mean,
into
bottom
Williams.
seven.
Yeah, I like to see him jump into Williams. I mean, the guy in Williams is doing a decent job, but to get that car together, you have Carlos Sainz there. I think that could be great. Um, or even if he jumped into Cadillac and started running the new Cadillac team or
I
Audi
don't
or some
know
of
them
these
about
new teams.
Cadillac. They were
Yep.
not there.
Nope. They're new this season. So it's exciting. It's really, really, really an exciting season. So
I'll
I mean,
catch up.
I'm hyped for it.
I know why I fell off on like season three. It was the pandemic season, I think.
Oh,
It
but yeah,
just felt
that was
different.
but that was the season where Grosjean crashed. You
I
missed
don't
that.
even know
That's
if I
the
got
big.
that far. It was all the
No, you didn't.
masks and
You would
stuff.
remember. You would remember if you did, because his crash was like one of the worst crashes
No,
in
I
like
think I
recent
did
years.
see it.
And he climbed out of the fire. You see him jump out of the fire like the
Yeah,
Phoenix.
and they talked about like someone who died on the track in that
Yeah,
episode, right?
they were probably talking about Jules Bianchi. He was the
I
last
did
like big
see it,
fatality.
but the pandemic and the mask wearing and it just brought back like I don't need to I don't want to relive this time.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I
But
get it.
I'm watching a new season. But let me see them comics.
Yeah, let me show you what I got. Ugh. So there's these two comic book stores. I go to this one called Madness, and there's a small one that's a little bit closer to me that I go to. And the small one I like because there's not that much volume. So if you're trying to hunt something down, there's a good chance you can find it there. So we talked about DCKO last week.
Dude, I
So
can't believe it has all of it.
one,
Oh, etc. What did you guys think of the trailer for
two,
Lanterns? Personally, it looks like trash. I disagree. I can't wait to talk
We're
about
gonna
this.
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
I can't wait to talk about this.
2, 3, 4,
They just
and
have them
5.
all, dude. I've gone to so many
All,
comic shops trying to find these.
all. So if you can't find them, let me know. I'll grab them for you and I'll send them out to you.
I'm missing 3.
I
I'm
got them
missing
all.
issue 3.
They have them all. Then I think you have this one. The
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty good. I mean, I actually bought it and actually read it. I was very proud of
How was
myself.
it?
It's good. It just kind of retells their origins a little bit. But you didn't read any of the new Static Shock or Icon books, right?
I have Icon and Rocket. I read that.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but it ties in. But it kind of just retells their origin in a way.
Hmm.
Seriously, where's the green? Ah, etc.
It's
It's a
coming. We'll get
teaser
to it.
trailer.
We'll get to it, etc. We'll get
We'll
to
get to it. It's a teaser trailer.
it.
And last time we had a Green Lantern with a lot of green. We didn't like that
No one,
movie.
everybody hated it. So,
We're gonna get there.
yep. I got the new
Okay.
trade, the Bane trade.
Okay. But
So
weren't you collecting the issues? Or you stopped
I
at
still
this
collect the
point?
issue. I still collect the issues, but I just like to. I like to. This I can throw in my bag. I don't have to worry about it. I can read it like smoking a cigar and ash
So you
on it,
got
not care.
doubles.
Well, the books are different. When you have the comics, it's different. The comics you gotta take care. You gotta put them in bags. You gotta put them in boards.
No, you don't.
This,
No, you don't.
well, well,
No, you
look.
don't.
This I can throw in the back. I can throw in the car. I can do whatever.
Lawrence, can you put your Instagram and soaking ice cube so, so I can add him?
Yes, I will. I'll give it to you. It's a
I'm gonna
way
put my
bad,
Instagram in the chat.
yeah. It's way bad Shrad. WAYBADSRAD. My first motorcycle was a Suzuki Gixxer 600, which was a Shrad. So it was Suzuki Ram Air design. So way bad Shrad.
I never really understood what it was.
Yeah. It was from my from my first motorcycle.
I'm like way
So
bad rad. I'm like, okay.
yeah, way bad Shrad.
Shrad. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes.
I showed that one off last week.
And book 3. Did you read book 2 yet?
Chris, okay, let me tell. I'll get into my week when
Okay, go
you'll
ahead.
see.
I'm done, and that's it. That's all I
You're
got.
done.
I'm done. That's $100
Well,
and something bucks worth of comics.
you just did. You did it today.
Yeah, okay, I did.
I picked up issue 5.
Hold on. Let me switch spots with you.
I picked up issue 5.
Look at you in a bag and a board. You see?
Yeah. This one ain't. Issue 4 ain't. So I have 1, 2, 4, and 5. Haven't started reading any of them.
So you need 3?
I do, but then the
Alright,
trade came out for this already.
So then buy the trade. You can, but you still need 3.
No,
Though.
I don't need no. I don't need like doubles and doubles and doubles.
I'm gonna buy you 3 just so you can have it.
Okay. I'm
Is
not
that
saying
the
no to
full
that.
arc? Is that the full arc 1 through 5? Is that the full arc of DCKO?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's also a lot of side books. We got the boss battle book. I think I showed you this before. Homelander versus Superman. There's a lot of there's a Batman one. But I'm not really getting into all of those. But yeah. But yo, my son had a fever this week and was sick.
I'm sorry.
And he stayed home from school from Monday through Friday, the whole week.
How
so
high
I
the
was
fever
working.
Get?
Huh?
How high the fever get?
It's like 103 at the highest.
That's still pretty high though.
And he was out of it. He was out of it. So when I wasn't working, I was on dad duty, sick duty.
Cool. I get it.
So not much comic book stuff, not much watching or reading, not much reading because just can never really get focused. But my sister got me something.
Yeah, Jack. What Jacqueline get for you?
First up, I got a more first.
I got the thing on you.
Tyrannosaurus. Hold on, Chris. Hold on. Imagine I'm flipping over some car.
Yeah.
In some suburban park in Los Angeles. Bam!
Yo,
She got me
that
this hoodie.
that hoodie is dope. That hoodie is dope.
And
That
it's
is awesome.
official. It's
It's
not like
official.
it's the Super X uh officially licensed Power Ranger. They have like Superman bag. They have a bunch of heroes. They got Marvel stuff too.
The
But it's
Power
like
Rangers
an
one is
officially
cool.
licensed joint.
You know what's dope about that? You can rock it like, and that's like one of those things like if because the Power Rangers is subtle enough where like if you know, you know.
People, yeah, if you know, well, what happens if I guess it won't be subtle if I walk around like this. Is that subtle?
No. But you should walk around. I wholeheartedly endorse that.
Just walk around the gym like
You should like.
this is gonna be my Halloween costume.
That's
I'm walking
dope.
around like this for Halloween next year.
Nice.
Bonk, bonk. But Jacqueline hooked me a very late Christmas gift, but
Well, better late than never.
definitely happy about it.
That's the thing is dope.
Uh, yeah. Hunter Iggy, thank you for the follow, my man. Let me follow you back in real time.
Let me drop mine too.
Wait. Follow back. Got you.
Yeah, right.
I think, etc. I think we all need to get a color. Chris, you get the green, etc. You blue or black, it's your choice, or yellow. Japanese version, the yellow one's a dude.
Yeah, that's
It's
why he doesn't
hot.
have a skirt.
It's hot. Hot. But that's my week, Chris.
Cool.
Let's talk about this Lanterns trailer.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about this Lanterns trailer. Let me share my window again.
So we had seen this picture.
I thought I was the only one getting ready for Halloween, etc. In our life, that's
Every
all we
day is
do
Halloween.
is get every. Oh, before we talk about lanterns, the next Hot Toys figure I'm gonna get is gonna be that George Clooney Batman and Robin.
Really?
I'm going as Macho Man this year. You kind of have to. Once you
Oh,
got that
yeah.
belt, once you got the belt, you have to go as a wrestler.
You do.
And since that big gold looks like the WCW Championship belt, I'm sure Macho Man held that, right? Hunter Iggy just sent me a picture. I hope it's appropriate for the internet.
Well, everything's appropriate for the internet.
Oh, that's very true.
Was it Rule 13? Where you could, if you think of it,
Okay. He sent these kind of mock-ups of what John Stewart and Hal Jordan's Green Lantern costumes could look like. Which we're gonna get into that. But yeah, but basically, yeah, like I'm a little spoiled when it comes to buying toys. So for me, the idea of pre-ordering something that I get a year and a half, like I'm just not built for that yet.
yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough, especially if we have something you're excited about. I'm all
and
about
you,
instant gratification. I want it now.
and what if and I'm sure I'll feel the same way in July 2027, but I don't know.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna spend if I'm gonna spend that much money, I want to see that payoff now. I want
At
those
least in a
toys,
few months, but like
right?
people who got the Batman Returns Hot Toys figure, they didn't get it until like 2 years later.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Dude.
I'm
So the
good on that.
Batman, George Clooney, Batman and Robin, like if I order it, I'll get it relatively soon. I just got to find a spot to do it that's not upselling me. Anyway, Lanterns. Chris, I'm gonna just jump right in.
Do it. Let's go.
I loved. Oh, Hunter Iggy wants to know if I can post it on my computer screen. 1 second. I love the trailer, dude. I love the trailer.
Look, so they're kind of they're too. It's it's a buddy cop show, and I think it's gonna be it. They're delivering what they told us they were going to give us, and that's what they're
True
showing.
Detective.
It's True Detective with powers, and I think it's going to be in the same vein of the Penguin, where it's going to be a crossover hit, where it's not just going to be the fan, the hardcore comic book fans that's going to appeal to. It's going to appeal to a lot of people, and I think it's going to be
Hmm.
extremely successful. I mean, my wife saw it. My wife was like, "What is this? This looks cool." I'm like,
Right. Because that's the thing, right? Like you want something that's going to just be a little different.
mm-hmm.
And I appreciate the different there we go.
Let's
That's
go.
what Hunter Iggy just sent me, which is kind of a mock-up of a realistic kind of Green Lantern suit. But we'll talk about that in a second because we're going to talk about the costumes. But no, yeah, I mean, I loved it because I don't know what I'm looking at. Like in the whole show's a mystery, and why are they on Earth and not in space? Like maybe that's
Right.
part of the mystery. What's making them have to come to Earth? And he's training John Stewart. Well, John Stewart trained him on Earth, and an older Hal Jordan, and like war kind of
and
like
then, and then we start to see the kind of division between Hal Jordan and John Stewart. So we see we see this conflict developing between like old school and new school, which is kind of
exactly
cool.
Hunter. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
I
Um,
I think though that I know etc. You're not a fan of it, but I think even though that was the first trailer, that's still very much a teaser trailer. It let us know kind of the relationship between these two and kind of the tone, but we still haven't seen any of the superhero aspects of the show. We saw him go to take off. We saw a glimpse of a suit in the closet, but we still don't know the superhero aspect of the show. And I think it's definitely gonna happen. I just think that they're building up to it. I think we're gonna we'll see it in coming trailers and we'll see it when the series drops. But I think you gotta have a little bit of an open mind and let them tease you a little bit. It's just foreplay. You can't rush
and
into
like and like we know the things that some of the fans are upset about are easy things to include. Constructs, green, flying. Like we saw that in the Superman movie. It's not a
Yeah,
hard thing to add. So they're
right,
giving us story, the part that is difficult.
right,
And it is an HBO Max series. So or HBO series. So it's not going to have the $200 million movie budget, you know? It's just not. It's going to be on Earth and it's going to be more about these characters and hopefully if it works out well, we'll see a John Stewart Green Lantern movie down the line,
right,
where we get to see that.
right.
Um, so the fans were pretty upset with the tone and, of course, the lack of green. They were also upset about this, Chris, the fact that he flew
With no
without
suit.
without the green, without a green aura
Mm.
around him. They were like, doesn't he need a green aura to fly? And that is completely false. He does not need to have a green aura around him to fly.
Well, because that's what
He,
we see in all the animated cartoons.
but not all the no, but not all the time. Not all the time at all. Now sometimes they'll do it for aesthetic reasons, but he wears the green aura is a protective shield. He'll have it
Right.
over him in space, but it's not necessary for him to fly.
Mm.
What is going on over there?
I don't know. The neighbors went outside and now they're playing badminton.
All we hear is screaming on this, and we're like, "What's
Oh my
happening?"
goodness.
Um. So yeah, and a big complaint, Chris, was his suit. The fact that first it's in hanging in a closet, and it's not like something that he constructs from his ring. Um,
But we don't know anything about that suit.
did you know the OA and the Guardian say that they are from Earth 2814? They need to protect Earth because in the comics, this always takes place on Earth. And Hal Jordan, early comics, didn't have an aura when he, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or when he went
Yeah.
to outer space. Yeah. And James Gunn, we already know he loves the Silver Age. So, yes. And these other bags, Chris, those are also Green Lantern costumes we saw in the trailer. So we don't know what that suit is. We don't know where when he wore that suit, but also back in the day, Green Lantern actually put his costume on in the first
So,
comics.
so here's the thing: is that we don't know anything about this suit. We don't know. It could be the Green Lantern previous and that he's saving for nostalgia purposes. We don't know anything. I think for us to get upset about it when we don't know what it is, I think we're jumping the gun a little bit.
And back in the day, Green Lantern put his costume on. It was a costume he put on. It wasn't the suit coming over him with the ring. And if we're going to say that comics, we're allowed to use the comics, then you're allowed to pick and choose which parts of the comics you want to use to build your world.
Right.
Um, and the suit is looking very reminiscent to the Earth One suit. Hunter Iggy mentioned this. So this is the
It
Earth
does.
One suit. And in the Earth One suit, it's pretty much his space suit. Because in Earth One, I believe Hal Jordan is like he flies in space. And when he gets the Green Lantern ring, the symbol just kind of goes over his space suit. So for all I know, they might be that was his first suit. Because this is a Green Lantern who's been around for a while. So this
Right.
could just be his first suit. It's hanging in the closet with a bunch of other suits.
Right.
As far as where's the green, maybe we only see the green when he puts the suit on and he uses his
And then
powers. Like
it lights up and glows. I mean, we threw a tantrum when the suit was CGI, right? So then we get a suit that's not CGI, and we throw another tantrum. What's the other option? Put actually
we
LEDs in the suit?
we hate it when there's a CGI fest. So then like let's give you a grounded one. Where's all the C? It's like yeah,
Yeah.
it's Lawrence, why do people want to be spoiled instead of being surprised when they get the new suit? I don't know, man. Because in my opinion, everything that we're seeing in regards to Hal Jordan, we know that's not the Green Lantern we're going to end with. This is a John Stewart origin story. So it's his suit that matters going forward.
Yeah.
Um,
And you
yeah,
know what it is? And I think that the tone, people complain about the tone, but the tone is right. The Green Lantern is essentially space police, right?
yeah.
So for you to have a buddy cop tone, that's right on brand for Green Lantern.
And
Because we're not
it's
this guy, go ahead.
no, keep going. No, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
say, because this is not a Green Lantern. This is Lanterns, right? So this is essentially referencing the Green Lantern Corps. This is not Green Lantern where we're just talking about Hal Jordan, or just John Stewart, or just Guy Gardner. This is a Lantern's story, etc. Etc. is hard to please, man.
You're
You
hard
got
to please, etc. And it's an old suit. It's like Green Lantern Year One suit, or we don't know what it is.
we
Um,
don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
and like the Green Lantern suit has never been like it's really basic. It's just black with
I
the
mean,
green. Oh, it's not like this thing.
Superman did a good job with the Guy Gardner suit. I think. I mean, that
People
was.
hated that suit,
But
Chris.
but it looked just like the comics.
It did not.
Yeah, it was close.
It was all white.
Yeah, but his suit's stupid anyway. So what do you want? What do you people want? What do you people want? That's what I want to know. What do you want to make you happy?
Now his suit in the movie, it looked like he was purposely. They were all wearing like a Maxwell Lord all white suit. Him, Hawk
Yeah.
Girl, and Mister Terrific. Yeah, for the show Lanterns, I have no problem saying that I'm checking out and be in. Yeah, for the show Lanterns, I have no problem saying that I'm checking out and be watching it.
Hey, he's gonna check it out. Good. So if
Good,
you
yeah,
watch it
good,
and you tell
good.
me you don't like it, I respect that. But we gotta
Because
give it a shot.
there's nothing about that trailer. Oh, he said he won't be watching it,
Oh, won't be
etc.
etc.
There's
You know
nothing
what's gonna
about
happen? It's gonna be a hit, and you're gonna be like, damn, and you're gonna give in, and
etc.
you're gonna go back and
I'm about
watch
to
it.
throw a flag on the play. You don't like Superman because it's too goofy and silly. They drop you a trailer that looks like it should be True Detective, serious, intense, and the suit is grounded, and you're like, this is dumb. I don't understand.
I want
Henry
to. I
Cavill's
want.
Superman suit was damn near black in Man of Steel. That's how dark the colors were. And
What do
you
you want to see,
loved it.
etc. Etc. What do you want to see? besides Zack Snyder come back and take over the helm? What do you want to see? What show do you want to see?
Hey, don't push. We love etc. Stop being
No,
disrespectful,
of
Chris.
course, no, 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 no. I'm just curious, though. I'm
I'm
just curious.
I'm teasing.
Yeah.
Um, Now, like honestly, if you didn't tell me this was a Green Lantern series, I'm like, this is a dope trailer.
Well, I think that's kind of. I think that was the purpose of the trailer. The purpose of the trailer was for you to watch this like gritty buddy cop, drama thriller, and then you're like, oh shoot, this is a superhero show. Like,
And that's what I want from my superhero series. This is why I kind of fell off with the Disney Plus series. I want the movies to be larger than life spectacles, world building. I want the
mhm,
TV shows to be character pieces. You
yeah,
don't like if I decide not to watch Peacemaker, it's not going to mess up the overall thing. If I'm
yeah,
not going to watch Lanterns, it should not mess up the overall thing. But you get to get into the characters. Now I do have a critique.
go ahead.
I was cool with Peacemaker kind of being like Deadpool, where it's kind of like very rated R. I didn't know. I don't want cussing in this one. They were cussing because John Stewart is such a big character, and I can see him crossing over with Superman. And I
Hmm.
can see kids saying, "Well, I want to see his origin story." You can't. That one's adult. That's where the lines that's where the crossing of the lines where I'm like, I get that the kids never need to see Peacemaker, but they may want to see John Stewart's origin if he becomes the Green Lantern in the Justice League. And that to me is like, that's where your ratings are gonna kind of that I don't, you know.
I see that. I get that, but you know what? I don't.
Now
I
you're
feel.
just a hater,
Like
etc. You're just a hater now. You're a hater now. You don't like anything DC now. What happened?
who hurt you?
No. Peacemaker was dope. Peacemaker was dope. Season 1 was better.
Yeah,
Um if you're going to do a live action, they should give it more of the feel like the animated series Justice League or Justice League Unlimited with that type
much
of
much
aura
bigger.
and ambiance feel. This is his origin. Like every origin story, this is a John Stewart origin story. He doesn't have the ring yet. This show is about him. And in every origin story, they don't have powers. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, Christopher Reeve's Superman. We go through a little bit before they get their powers.
Right,
We
and to
need
be
to
fair,
see why he's
to
worthy.
be,
Why is
right, and to be fair, we don't know they're not going to have that. So,
right.
so
And to
let's
me,
not put the cart before the
this
horse.
and to me, John Stewart had a couple episodes in Justice League Unlimited, but it wasn't like it was a Green Lantern series. He had a couple moments, but for me to say this needs to be like that, I'm like, not really. And the one episode that comes to my mind that focused on John Stewart, he was like on Earth in his like hometown or something, or
There
his
were,
inner city.
yeah, there were a couple. There was the one where I mean, him and Shaira story arc, the Hawk Girl story arc, which was good. But
I
really,
don't
when
know.
just I don't look at it, it feels
It
like she's
feels
not
like
doing
kind
it.
of like they're doing injustice. I think they're doing them more justice than like even with the arc you're talking about. That wasn't like a John Stewart storyline. Like it was like a B story, right?
Yeah.
Like he never got.
No, but he never got an arc that was really all about him. But he was, especially in the Just League Unlimited, he did play a really strong supporting character role
Yeah, but
in
that's
Just
not.
League.
But it's not about him. We never got to see what made him outside of small glimpses. Here we get to see why John Stewart is worthy of the ring.
Yeah,
And here we don't. He doesn't have the ring. And I disagree with you, etc. To see them be cops, to see them have to use their brains, to see them have to work together, I feel like is doing Hal Jordan and John Stewart a great justice. Like we're actually getting to know the men. We've never
yeah,
had that in animated or cinematic uh an animated cinematic way before. Maybe, well, Hal Jordan did have the Green Lantern series, and I haven't seen that, so I can't say.
I watched the computer animated one.
I think there was a couple. He had an animated movie too.
Oh, Green Lantern First
Um,
Flight. That was all right.
this trailer felt like a mixture of Men in Black mixed with, like you guys said, True Detective. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel or look like a superhero show.
I
That's
think
why
that
I
was
like
perfect.
it.
I think that was the point, though. I think that was the point because we're fans. Because we watched The Pit, right? So I saw this not looking for this. I saw this came on when I was watching The Pit, and my wife saw it and was like, "This looks good. Let's watch this." Before she realized it was a superhero show. So I think that was done on purpose. That was very, very, very. That wasn't by accident. It was done on purpose. And we sit here, not just us, but fans in general, complain about superhero fatigue, right? How we're getting the same story arcs, we're getting the same adventures, the same kind of things over and over and over again, and then we get something. This is something different.
It's something different. And the last time we had Green Lantern on screen, Hal Jordan, it was not, it was a joke. They gave you the CGI, they gave you the glowing suit, they gave you all of that, and it didn't work. Not because the CGI didn't work, the story didn't work. So,
Yeah.
story first. Green Hal Jordan and John Stewart are brought to Earth to figure something out. They're the Earth's overseers, and on this mission, John Stewart is supposed to be trained by Hal Jordan. That sounds like a superhero show to me.
Have you rewatched the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern recently?
Michael, what's going on,
What up?
man?
What up?
If you're looking for and that's what I love, I mean, and no knock to the Ryan Reynolds one, but like we're getting Supergirl, which I know you don't want to see, etc. But we're getting a space adventure in July.
Yeah.
So that's already taken care of. What happens if an alien threat is hidden on Earth? Superman's not a detective. He's not going to figure that out. You
No.
got to send your Green Lantern Corps to Earth to figure out this
That
alien threat that is
that's
hidden.
that's what they do.
I like it. And they're not just out, they're not just soldiers. They're not soldiers. They're cops, detectives, right? They're not just here to be a core, but they're also like people that can figure out what's going on, what's wrong.
Hmm.
Maybe the suit looks like that because it's old and worn. I
It's
mean,
possible.
it's very possible. And you
We
know
don't
it's not the
know.
final suit. It's not the
We
final
don't know.
suit.
We don't know.
I do too. I do too. um I like it, etc. I understand why it may not reach your expectations. If you're thinking of Justice League animated series, but I do think that sometimes we watch those series with a lot of nostalgia.
No, no. That series is a masterpiece.
It's not. It's not,
Yes, it
Chris. It does
is.
very.
Yes, it
It does.
is.
It's not. It does very little character work. That's why people outside of comic book fans don't watch it.
Look,
People fall in
you
love
watch.
with characters. It
You
does very
watch
little character work.
Justice League did, and Justice League Unlimited tried to pack as much as they could into whatever couple seasons that they had, and they did do character work. We got the Black Canary and the Black Cat.
No,
Like,
you don't do character work in 20 minutes. Character work is a long progression, and you see these characters. It's character work. That's not character work. That is fans know or have an idea of who these characters are, so they're invested. Character work is like your wife. Anyone can jump into this series and fall in love with Hal Jordan and John Stewart because it's about their characters. Justice League, your wife couldn't do that. You fall in love with the spectacle, the action adventure, but it's not perfect because it's not. You didn't learn anything new about Clark or Bruce in that series.
I don't know. I
Nothing
don't
new
know.
because the DCU Hal Jordan is a seasoned Green Lantern. I mean, I want to say even beyond seasoned. He's like
It
on
passes
the verge
prime.
of retiring.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Justice League Unlimited. Like, I enjoyed it, but I like that show not as much as you because it's just action figures fighting, which is great. but it doesn't make for compelling story. It's not compelling.
I this. What about the what is it the future, past, and present thing where they travel back in time? That arc is
That's great
amazing.
if you're a fan. If you're not a fan, nothing. The characters are exactly the way they are in the beginning and the end. Like no one grows. That's the point. That's the
Why do you need
character.
growth for? Why do you need growth? No one needs to grow. Why can't you just blow stuff up and be happy?
You can, but you only serve the people that are fans of that thing. You're not going to get new people with that.
Mm.
Like Fast and Furious, they're very cool with the fans they have. They're not trying to get new fans. If you like fast cars and things that blow up, you'll watch it. It's not going to do anything more. It's not going to do anything less.
It delivers what
Lan-
it promises.
but Lanterns, they're trying to do more. They're trying to get
Yes.
on. They're trying to be prestige TV, not just this is fan service. We love it. Blow them up. Great effects. Great acting. It's prestige TV.
Okay.
So that's
Let
the
me
difference.
let me counter that because I agree with you. We got Wonder Man, we got Penguin, and
For a
we
long
got
time, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me read this. For a long time,
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that Dakota Fanning voiced the young Wonder Woman in GLU episode where she Batman Superman. I didn't know
That
that
was a good
either.
episode. That was a good episode. I didn't know that either. That I'm gonna go. I'm gonna rewatch that series. The whole series is fantastic. Okay,
Go
so
ahead, Chris.
so you were saying this is prestige TV, and I agree with you.
Or
So
it's being marketed that way. We'll find
yeah,
out.
no, you're 100% right. I agree with you 100%. I'm gonna put in the same vein. I'm assuming this is gonna be in that same vein. We have the Penguin in that vein, right? And I'll put Wonder Man in that vein too, because I think
I
Wonder
would
Man
too.
is now. We talk about superhero fatigue, right? How long do you think we're gonna get away with these series that look at superheroes from a different angle before people are gonna get a new kind of fatigue where they're gonna be like, "I'm tired of this. I'm tired
Never,
of this in-depth character development. I want to see stuff blow up. I want to
never,
see fights." I don't know, man.
never,
I
never.
think what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose some of your core audience who's gonna expect some superhero ness from your superheroes, and you're doing these things. That's awesome. I'm not. I like what we're getting because it's different, but I think there's a place where
I
there
don't
has to be
know.
a balance.
We'll have to see. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know,
Salvation's
but
where Peacemaker ended up. I don't know. Um, I don't. I don't think anyone's ever gonna get tired of this if it works. Because this is no. It's like watching Ozark. It's like if it's a good story with compelling characters, you're gonna watch it. Um, because the story has to be good. No one's ever gonna get tired of a good story. Now you might miss the blow them up, just that popcorn, the bubblegum thing, but we're gonna still get that.
but
DC's still gonna give you that in the movies.
why can't a good story still have? Why can't you have a good story and still have the blow 'em up popcorn effect to it?
You can. You can. You most definitely can. We've seen it. Um, dare I say the Dark Knight does that.
Mm.
You can't want turn your brain off content, but also want compelling, thought provoking content.
Right, right. No, I get that, but my take is that if you're
That'd be
gonna get
interesting.
yeah,
I don't know. I do want him to come back. I don't know in what capacity.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Um, I'm one. I foresee people start to pull away from some of this content if we don't stay true to like the blow 'em up, beat 'em up nature of it. I think that's gonna be the next evolution of content is gonna be this higher level of higher requirement for writing, but still incorporating the blow 'em up, fantastical like aspect of it.
I I don't know if I agree because I still think that you're still gonna have your alternatives, right? I mean, like Superman and Supergirl, they're still gonna give you what you want, but you also have this on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So I don't think one's replacing the other. But let's say it did replace it. and the superhero content was more like this, I think it'll be more niche, but I don't think it would. People get tired of people who like it won't get tired of it because it's like opening up a good comic. It's just the story is dope. It's just dope, and I think we're tired of blow 'em up, fighting, blow 'em up because we once you see it, eventually you've seen it all.
Yeah, and I agree with that. We are tired of the formulaic superhero movie where you have an origin, you gain powers, you fight a mindless horde, and then you work up to a big bad. Big bad kicks your butt. Then you go on some hero's journey, and you come back, and then you beat the big bad. That
Pretty much.
that's
That's
90% of the superhero movies. So I'm okay with raising the bar for the level, the quality of writing, and the level of content. But I don't want to become so snobbish about my superhero content that it's not still blowing stuff up and punching bad guys in the face.
in a perfect world. You're gonna have Superman in the theaters and Green Lantern on television. You have both, and Green Lantern. If James Gunn doesn't end this series with some sort of dope sequence, then I would say you chose the wrong characters to make a gritty show about. Because at the end of the day, they are their powers are wearing rings that can form anything that their minds can think of. Eventually, you're gonna have to give us the proof of that concept, or you should have just made a Black Cat and Canary series.
Right,
If
right,
we're just gonna make it like a cop series and it's grounded no powers, then you should have just did that. Or
right.
excuse me, the question in freaking Canary. If we're gonna do that,
And a question series would be freaking awesome.
yeah.
Would
But
be awesome.
if we had a question series right now, Marvel and DC would be going head to head, like Spider-Noir and the Question at the same time. Would be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Um, Hal mentioned a squirrel lantern. He could be talking about either Chip or he did mention a squirrel lantern. He also mentioned that he's the only human.
Human. I want to see Kilowog, you poser, whatever he
No,
calls him.
but like Guy Gardner's a Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Sorry, I meant Wildcat. Good
Wildcat. Yeah,
catch,
Wildcat.
Michael. I meant Wildcat.
Yeah.
Um, Guy Gardner's human, although in some comics he's actually half human. So I don't
Half
know if
what?
they're pulling up the fact that he's half human or Hal Jordan doesn't consider Guy Gardner, so he doesn't even think about him as a lantern. He's like, I'm the only human. There's a
Yeah.
freaking squirrel. So like, or these events are before Guy Gardner, but Guy Gardner's in the series. How crazy would it be? This would be terrible if Guy Gardner's murdered, and that's why they're here to
That'd be dope.
investigate the murder of Guy Gardner.
That'd be dope.
I'll be pissed. I want a little more Guy. I want a little
You
more
want more
Guy.
guy?
I want a little more Guy. Maybe he's never met Guy. Yeah,
No,
but
he
I
would have
feel
met
like he would
guy
still know of
because
him.
yeah, he would have.
He would know that there's another lantern tasked with overseeing Earth. Um, but what's really cool is all their rings are different.
That is kind of cool. We
All their
and
rings are
we
different.
and we did see a lantern in this, which was cool.
We actually saw a physical lantern.
Which was cool.
Um, and the fact that Hal Jordan just takes off flying all willy nilly is like, okay, that can't just be like some one off and we never see it again. He flew like he does it every day. And John
Hmm.
Stewart looked at him like he does it every day.
Right, right. He
So,
his jaw was on the floor. It was just like,
so
all right,
this, I feel like we're gonna see powers. Nathan is amazing as Guy Gardner. That's why
fantastic acting.
I don't want my theory of him being killed, but he is in this series, and that's interesting, Chris, to see how they handle the tone between Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner being in the more kind of campy Superman world, also campy but rated R Peacemaker world, and to see him in this, like how I wonder how that's gonna play.
I mean, it played well when they did it in Peacemaker
But
because he
Peacemaker
was
is more campy.
yeah. maybe they, he rolls up doing his nonsense, and then they check him like, "Yo, we're dealing with real problems here. What are you doing? You're a clown." And it might be the whole disposition, the whole attitude, like differences might play off well against each other, because he's living in this fantasy world where he's fighting Starro and all this other stuff, and making, making quips and stuff like that, and then he meets these gritty, like down to earth, salt of the earth detective guys, and like, who the hell is this Joker? Like, get out of here, dude! Like, it might
And the
work
fact that
well,
he joined the Justice Gang, right? Like he's already part of a core, and he
right?
goes and joins this other superhero group.
Right,
It's very interesting.
right,
It's like you're the one that's supposed to be protecting Earth, not taking orders from some guy.
right, right.
Guy.
Guy.
I have a figure of the Nathan's guy and David Superman. Do you the Spin Master, right? Spin Master's the only one, right? That made Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern.
I'm
How
surprised
crazy is
McFarlane
that?
didn't do it. Yeah, why did McFarlane
McFarlane
do it?
didn't do it. I
Huh?
love they made Mr. Terrific, but I'm like they didn't give us Guy Gardner.
You give us Dark Archer, and you don't give us Guy Gardner.
They gave us
I
a
say
Guy
Dar-
Gardner comic figure.
I say Dark Archer because it's all
It's
it's
everywhere.
all it's every
It's
it's every
freaking
everywhere.
everywhere. Nobody wants
Everywhere.
Dark Archer.
No, nobody wants
And
Dark
why
Archer.
would they? Why would
Right.
they? They took forever to give us like a proper Green Arrow figure. Anyway, don't
Yeah.
get me started, dude. Let's just talk toys real quick. Well, for that, like I love the trailer, um, and etc. If you're still here, I'm gonna say this: I love the trailer the same way I loved the first Man of Steel trailer. It did not feel like a Superman movie when I
Uh,
watched the Man of Steel trailer. It felt like this weird, dark, gritty story about this man. And, oh, it's Superman. Like the way if you ever go back and watch the Man of Steel trailer, nothing about it feels like Superman. It feels like just this dark and cold and Christopher Nolan type of Interstellar, and you see John Canton, Farm Boy. Then you find out, oh, this is Superman. That's how
yeah.
I felt watching this. Same
Yeah.
exact way.
It wasn't an accident. I'm telling you right now, it was done on purpose.
I don't get why Hal's suit is in the closet. The ring is supposed to give him a suit. Not necessarily, Michael.
You're
Um,
you're assuming that's Hal's suit. We're assuming.
well, but also it could be Hal's suit. But in the Silver Age comics, Hal Jordan did put on his suit like a regular costume. In the Silver Age comic, it didn't come till later where the suit was a construct of the ring. So we don't know what part of the very long lineage of Green Lantern's lore that they're pulling from. But in this uh Silver Age, I want to say almost first appearance comic, as you can see, his costume is hanging in the closet. So it plays.
Yeah.
Oh, etc. What you got to say?
Let's see.
See, I felt different. I felt I felt like a Superman superhero movie, just a retake.
Are you talking about Man
Um,
of Steel? Or are you talking
the
about? Are you
first Man of
referencing
Steel
Man of
trailer.
Steel?
Maybe, but what I loved about it was when I showed my parents and my wife the Man of Steel trailer, they didn't know it was a Superman movie till the end. They leaned in like it was just, what is this?
Right.
And I feel like that's the same thing. Plus, the music captured the essence. It
Yeah.
didn't capture the essence because if you knew nothing about Man of Steel, the only thing in your head in regards to Superman is dun, 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 dun. Like everything about that trailer went against what you thought of
Uh,
Superman.
yeah, but I don't know. I no, I disagree with that.
It
I
did
think
work.
I got to go back and watch it. But I think there's more to Superman than just the, just the John Williams score. I think it captured. I don't know. Let me go back and
Go
watch
back
it.
and watch the Man of
I
Steel
will.
trailer. It's almost like they made it so you wouldn't really know it was a Superman movie until the reveal. You got him sitting on the truck, like I just want to, in the barn, I just want to be your son. You are my son. It didn't feel, remember, when you go back and watch the trailer, watch it with Christopher Reeve in your mind. Because that's the
Yeah.
last Superman people are thinking about. It's very honestly, it's very similar to the Batman Begins trailer, where the Batman Begins trailer felt like you're watching The Last Samurai until
Yeah, it was
they
very
reveal it's
dingy.
Batman.
Yeah.
So it kind of like that thing of like it subverts your expectation, making you think you're watching one thing. Your wife thinks she's watching True Detective trailer. Then all of a sudden the
Right.
dude flies.
Yep.
Like I like that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that either. I like that. I think I don't have a problem with that. I think it makes it interesting and it gives more depth. My point that I was making was that I don't want to get so far into other aspects of the character where we lose the superhero feel. That was my biggest complaint about the Nolan trilogy. It didn't feel superhero-y enough for me, and it wasn't because it was grounded, because Pattinson's Batman was grounded. I mean, maybe a little bit more fanciful when he could deflect bullets, but that felt like
The
straight out of the comic.
tone, the
Yeah,
tone.
yeah, yeah.
But I'll
So
say,
I just don't want to lose that.
the Nolan. But now we've had 12 years, 15 years or more of the MCU, which has been high action, high CGI, some of it high popcorn, not all of it.
Right.
So we might be dialing it back a little bit. But no, we just have Superman on the screen. So it's not. I don't even have to worry. Well, having seen Smallville, A Man of Steel and those scenes kind of captured a mix. You're right, and I agree. But and I'll say the same thing to Chris about that I said to Chris about Justice League Unlimited. We watch Smallville and can make those comparisons because we are super fans. But for a series to work, they need Chris's wife. They need my wife, who I need to get captured by watching the trailer. Oh, this so happens to be. But like, my wife ain't watched Smallville, and she wouldn't watch Smallville. It's not.
I know you
It's not her
tried. I
cup
know
of
you
tea.
tried so hard.
Listen, for 10 years from college. But so Man of Steel was able to capture the imagination of people who are like, I don't even want to see a superhero movie. And they watching the trailer going like, oh, this is dope. What is this? Oh, it's Superman? Batman Begins, same way. Oh, this is dope. What is this? Oh, it's Batman? They're kind of doing the same thing. We'll see if it
Yep.
succeeds. We'll see if it succeeds. I don't know. But that's kind of all the news I got, Chris.
I mean,
I downloaded Cyberpunk 2077.
okay, okay.
I
Have you played
finally
it
did
yet?
it. I
It
didn't
was
play it
alright.
yet. You played it?
Yeah, yeah, I played it. I didn't beat it. I didn't play it though.
I like character story driven games. And I heard you can like customize every part of their
You,
bodies, which is
you have to play.
interesting.
You have to play Fallout 4, man.
You keep saying that.
I mean, it's one of the best games ever made.
Chat GPT didn't bring it up.
What?
I
ChatGPT
asked
doesn't
Chat
know
GPT
everything.
everything.
Well, that's
Even my wife saw the trailer for Lanterns, and she's not really a comic book or superhero fan fully, but she thought it looked bad. It didn't look bad.
Did you
Something
guys like
about
True
that,
Detective?
like it
Did
didn't
you?
look.
Yeah,
I like True Detective,
I like True
but
Detective too. But I think if you don't like True Detective, if you don't like things in that in that channel, then you're not gonna like it.
right, but we can say the trailer didn't meet my expectations. I don't agree with their take, but the trailer didn't look. What looked bad about the trailer? Like it didn't look bad. What was bad about it? It wasn't
I want
bad. It may just be like not what you think Green Lantern should be. But that
right.
trailer wasn't bad. Freaking in the car going, man, we've been training for weeks. You want your training? Leaves a ring on the dash, jumps out the
Yep.
car. I could have died. You want me to train you, right? Like, like I don't know. What looked bad? I don't know what looked bad.
I don't know.
You can think it's a bad Green Lantern trailer, but sure. But like, is Sinestro likely already? Is Sinestro likely to already have his yellow ring and lanterns?
I don't know. That's a good
I don't even know if
question.
there's a Sinestro. Like, In this world that James Gunn is creating, I don't know what's what. And the reason why I think I'm really able to enjoy it is because I'm not bringing any of the DC lore into this. I'm letting
Mhm.
them tell me what lives in this world and what
What the
doesn't.
universe is. Yeah, yeah, I
So
get that.
if they don't mention Sinestro, he doesn't exist to me yet. When they mention
Yeah,
him, then he'll exist. If they bring him Batman and they have him go to Damian Wayne and they never mention Jason Todd, then in my mind, Jason Todd was never Robin. Like I'm letting them tell me what they're doing. My
right.
wife and I liked Breaking Bad, but did not like True Detective.
Well, I mean, then that makes sense why you didn't like it because this felt very, very, very much like a True Detective trailer,
Very
and
much so.
even the first season, or Night Country, which was a little bit more like supernatural.
Was it the last season?
The last season was Night Country. That was the one in Alaska.
I
That
watched
was
that one.
that one was cool. That one had a little bit of
That
like
was pretty great.
supernaturalness, and you never knew kind of.
Very much so. I saw the
Yeah,
first season and I
first
started
season was
watching
a
the second
banger.
season. First season, yeah, it was just too dark for me at the time. For some reason, I was like, this is making my soul feel. I felt like restless. I never watched True Detective, but I want to watch Lanterns. Yo, and True Detective is still gonna be Lanterns, right? So it's Sinestro is in the show. There's an actor. Oh,
Really?
re- I'm looking forward to Scary Movie 6. I
I'll
I
probably
think
watch.
I think I am too. I don't know.
We
I
haven't had a good parody movie in a long time.
and it's the first time the Waynes have been back doing scary movie in a long time. Because for a while they lost like the franchise.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Hold on, I'm on IMDb looking at the
I'm very
actors.
yeah, and honestly, I've been so out of the
Oh
loop.
yeah, Ulrich Thompson is playing Sinestro,
Oh,
and he's in
Michael, excuse the heck out of me.
eight episodes. So maybe he might be the big bad.
Or he might not be, and he might just be a Green Lantern. This might be before he goes bad, right? Because he's wasn't Sinestro, yeah, Sinestro was a straight up Green Lantern before he goes bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean,
oh
Kelly
shoot.
McDonald is in it. She's fantastic. She was in a Boardwalk Empire, and in what was that movie with Josh Brolin? No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
She's a
oh yeah,
fantastic
yeah,
actress.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's HBO, right? So they
It's
gonna
not
give
TV.
us it's premium TV.
Yeah,
My bad, Michael, and for everybody watching, I was not aware that Sinestro is going to be in it. I don't know. Maybe he'll be the big bad.
maybe.
Yeah, eight episodes. Huh? It's an 8 episode season.
Yeah, I mean, he's in all 8 episodes according to IMDb.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You
he's
think
in as many
Superman
episodes as everyone else.
does Superman make an appearance?
Maybe at the very end. And if we do get it, it's gonna be like a cameo type thing. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be an appearance where that's gonna be.
He's
It's
too
gonna
big.
be. He's too big. I kind of don't want it to happen. I'm down with a cameo, but I don't want him to be like a Deus Ex Machina where he comes in and like things are falling apart and Superman's the one that saves the day. I want them to be able to figure it out on their own.
Is Carol Ferris likely mentioned? I feel like she has to be.
Let me see if
She
there's anyone
has to.
playing here.
Carol Ferris is because she's Green Lantern's love interest, but then doesn't she also turn into a villain in the comics too? Blake Lively played her in the movie,
Yeah.
the first Green Lantern movie, and she was mentioned in Man of Steel. She was in Man of Steel. I think Karen Ferris though. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited. We kind of went backwards, right? Because at one point, superhero movies were being made fun of for being cheesy and campy. And then they were made fun of for being, we take ourselves so seriously. Here it is. We're going to do Darkwing Duck, and he's all brooding and beaten up. And then we kind of got back to being fun and action packed. And now we're kind of going back.
We go back. I mean, I think we have to have that.
Lanterns, no
Yeah.
green, just grit.
I know.
If Superman does appear, then they'll confirm the rumor about Jon Stewart being in Man of Steel. I mean, this isn't like Peacemaker or even like a Nightwing or something. This is like Jon Stewart. If he gets his ring, he's a major player in the universe. He's not just
Yeah.
like a. It's not like
Oh
Hell's
yeah.
Kitchen and Daredevil.
Right.
you know. Uh, yes, he becomes Star Sapphire. We'll see. We'll see. Well, and that's the thing about having an older Hal Jordan is you have to believe that all the adventures that he's ever had in comics, he could have had. And they'll tell us which ones he did or didn't. But so like this is not a Hal Jordan series.
Right.
It's a Jon Stewart series.
Right.
Um anyway, that's all I got, Chris. I ain't got nothing else to say.
That's it. That's it for me.
That's it for me. All
I
right.
did promise Sebastian I would give him a shout out. If you guys follow he has his own channel now, Bashing Around 2017 on YouTube. So it's all
Ah.
about Pokemon and RC cars and Legos and whatever else nonsense he posts up there.
Does he
So
want to come out and give his own shout out?
uh next week I'll do it. I'm out here smoking. I'm not gonna
You
worry
saw
about
that dog and you're like, I don't feel like
that.
dealing
Yeah,
with.
I don't feel like dealing with these
Well,
chicks.
all right. What does your shirt say?
Nah, I'm good.
I love it.
Yeah, you know how it's a play off the you know how when you get the like the bag the paper the plastic bag is like thank you yeah
Yeah.
it's like that but it says nah I'm good.
I need one of those.
Yeah,
All right. Well, one
it's
last.
from this Bronx. It's this company like a small company in the Bronx that makes like cool New
I
York
like
clothes.
that. Now I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I get that Hal is retiring, but why pass his ring on to John? John should get chosen by a different ring. We don't know if he's passing his ring to John.
yeah.
I want to say off of the images I've seen, John's ring is going to look completely different than Hal's and Guy's. Um, so he might not be passing his ring to him, but he's still training him to be a Green Lantern.
We'll see what happens. Time will
We'll
tell.
see. We'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, didn't Hal Jordan get that Daddy Lantern's ring?
That's I mean if you yeah I think a alien crash and it shows Hal Jordan.
But it wasn't a new ring. It was his ring.
No, yeah, exactly. Actually, in one of the, I don't know how accurate it is, but it was probably accurate because it was an animated DCI. But the alien crash, you see the ring fly off, fly and find Hal.
In some instances, Hal finds the crashed alien in some comics. I don't know. It could be up for grabs, but
Yeah,
the images I've seen, Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, John Stewart's rings all look very different.
I'm
Guy's
cool
looks
with
the most gaudy, Hal's looks the most war torn, and John looks the most like prestigious, like clean and strong lines, like
it. It matches the
prestigious.
personalities, so I'm
I
cool with
think
that.
so. Even if the rings don't even have a real form, but when it goes on them, it takes on like who they are. That's kind of dope.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what you can do with that, DC? You can sell a whole lot of Green Lantern rings because they all
You
look different.
can, you can.
Oh man. All right, I'm out of here. We ain't saying nothing no more. Thank y'all for
That's it.
watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll be back next Sunday. Hopefully, we got more news. We will. We will. We will. We
Yeah.
out.
Wait, before we go, let me paste the channel into the chat so you guys can see it, and then we could be out
It's gonna
if that's all
disappear,
right.
Chris.
Yeah, but they're watching right now. Everybody's watching.
Okay.
Everybody. I'm assuming, everyone's watching.
Thanks,
So
etc. And you keep talking trash. We already know you watching Supergirl, and you know you watching Lanterns. Stop it. And
sure.
check out and guys, check that out. This is Bash's. Yeah, this way it'll always be on the video.
Yep.
Bash's YouTube
Channel.
channel, like he said, he talking freaking RC cars and Pokemon cards. You're gonna see this kid like pull out $1 billion card.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Yo, Logan Paul just put it in around his neck. Dude.
Oh, man.
Uh,
Oh, there
All
it
right,
is. Hold
man.
on. All right.
Wait, he's here.
Wait, Bash. You want to shout out your channel? Hold on a second. Let me.
Bash.
He can't hear you. I got my headphones on. But let me do this.
He's dancing.
He's dancing. Hold on. Let me take out my headphones. And I realized I was using my computer mic this whole time and not the headphones mic. That's why it
I'm
drowned out any
shaking
outside noise.
my head, Chris. We heard everything on your end.
Oh man, I apologize for that. Go ahead, shout out your channel.
Uh, everyone, please like and subscribe to the channel Bashing Around. I'll try to post the most as I can. See you later. Bye.
Right to the point.
That's it. He ain't got no time. He got stuff to do. He got stuff to do.
Too busy making content in these streets.
Come on, man. Well, that's his channel, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Bashing Around 2017. And Michael, he's gone, but
yep.
all right, we out of here.